Brooks Running has a new shoe for you runners out there. Did you hear that? Better turn up your volume. In fact, turn it up to the max. Introducing the all-new Ghost Max. It's got all kinds of things to make your knees and ankles feel protected, like Max Cushion, Max Soft Landings with DNA Loft V2 foam, and Max Smooth Rides with their Glide Roll Rocker. Feel better on your run with Ghost Max. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2391. My Favorite Gut-Friendly Foods to Beat Inflammation by Danielle Omar of foodconfidence.com. And I'm your host, Dr. Neil. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. It's kind of like an audiobook, but with articles instead, and articles from a bunch of different authors, and always with permission from the sites, of course. Now on Fridays, I answer your questions. You can send in your question by going to oldpodcast.com/ask or email it directly to health@oldpodcast.com. All right, and with that, let's hear today's post as we optimize your life. My Favorite Gut-Friendly Foods to Beat Inflammation by Danielle Omar of foodconfidence.com. For many of us, the start of a new year is a time for new beginnings, new diets, new health and fitness goals, and new daily habits. And while setting a few New Year's resolutions can certainly benefit our health and help us to achieve our top wellness goals, we're much more likely to keep our resolutions if we set specific goals for ourselves and know exactly how we'll achieve them. The same is true for removing unsupportive and inflammatory foods from our diets. With a clear plan in place for reaching your wellness goals in the new year and beyond, you're more likely to make nutritious food choices and add in the foods and lifestyle practices that have real power to transform your health. Rather than obsessing over the inflammatory and potentially irritating foods we'd like to avoid this year, let's take a closer look at some of the gut-friendly foods we can pack into each day. Removing inflammatory ingredients is a crucial first step to achieving optimal health and wellness, but we also need to replace the things we cut out with gut-friendly foods that reduce inflammation and promote healing. Starving ourselves isn't the solution we've been seeking. Eating a varied, gut-friendly diet is. How gut health affects your health and fitness goals. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to discuss why gut health matters in the first place. Why should we care about gut health when our primary goals for the new year include losing weight, getting fit, and increasing energy? The answer is simple. The microbes in our guts can either support these health goals or make it much more difficult to achieve them. For instance, take long-term weight gain and obesity prevention. A 2017 study published in the International Journal of Obesity found that women who ate high-fiber diets had more diversity in their gut microbiome and were less likely to experience long-term weight gain. Other research has linked gut health to not only obesity and metabolic syndrome, but also gastrointestinal disorders like irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, and increased intestinal permeability, more commonly known as leaky gut. A more recent study in mice even found that the health of one's gut could influence their motivation to exercise. If the same is true for humans, improving our gastrointestinal health could motivate us to exercise and make the experience of engaging in physical activity more rewarding. And as we know, the physical and mental health benefits of exercise range from obesity prevention and improved sleep quality to a reduced risk of metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers, particularly cancers of the colon, lung, breast, and uterus. There's really no better New Year's resolution than improving your gut health. The bacteria living in your gut play a role in digesting the food you eat, preventing diseases, maintaining your weight, and so much more. Top foods to nourish your gut bacteria. Now that we've touched on the importance of gut health, let's highlight some of the gut-friendly foods we might eat in place of the things that don't support our wellness goals. The foods we remove will vary for each of us, but for some, these foods might include gluten-containing grains, dairy and meat products, overly processed foods, alcohol, and caffeine. What we choose to eliminate from our diets depends on how each of these foods makes us feel. To keep you satiated, nourished, and feeling your best as you set out to conquer your wellness goals in the new year, be sure to add in the following 3 things. 1. Fermented foods, like tempeh and sauerkraut. I eat lots of naturally fermented foods every day. A few of my go-tos include sauerkraut, Greek yogurt, sourdough bread, and tempeh. But some other great options include kimchi, yogurt, kefir, and naturally fermented pickles. Kombucha and miso also count. Consuming these probiotic foods on a regular basis helps your body to break down the nutrients you eat and digest more easily. You can also consider supplementing your diet with probiotic powders and capsules, but it's often best to get the bulk of your probiotics directly from a food source. 2. Prebiotic fruits and vegetables. In addition to increasing your fermented food intake, it's important to eat a variety of prebiotic vegetables that help feed the probiotic bacteria in your gut. Prebiotics keep healthy gut bacteria alive and flourishing, so they're able to do exactly what they're meant to: keep your body healthy and happy. Colorful, plant-based diets tend to be exceptionally high in prebiotics, thanks to fiber-rich veggies like asparagus, garlic, leeks, onions, green beans, and wild yams. Bananas, cauliflower, edamame, peaches, tomatoes, and potatoes are other great prebiotic sources. And as for leafy greens, dandelion greens are an excellent choice. And 3, gluten-free whole grains. Whether you're cutting out gluten-containing foods or looking to incorporate more variety into your diet, several gluten-free whole grains are worthy of your attention. Many of these grains are high in fiber as well as polyphenols, a type of plant compound that's been shown to offer gastrointestinal benefits, improve cardiovascular health, and reduce the risk of developing chronic diseases. What's more, eating whole grains versus refined grains has been linked to improved gut microbiota. To nourish your gut in the new year, the refined grains you might normally consume throughout the week can be replaced with gluten-free whole grain alternatives like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and buckwheat. There are so many delicious ways to prepare these gluten-free grains, from whipping up oatmeal or overnight oats to preparing colorful Buddha bowls with rice, quinoa, or buckwheat, and your choice of veggies, seeds, beans, and legumes. A word on gluten. While going gluten-free may be a part of your wellness goals for the new year, it's important to remember that we're all unique, and not everyone needs to avoid gluten all the time. You just listened to the post titled, "My Favorite Gut-Friendly Foods to Beat Inflammation" by Danielle Omar of foodconfidence.com. If I were to ask you to name 4 classic Christmas movies, could you answer in under 15 seconds? If the answer is yes, then you need to play Trivia Star. Trivia Star is a free mobile game with over 60 different categories to choose from, including music, TV, sports, and more. Plus, right now for the holiday season, enjoy limited-time categories like Christmas movies and holiday songs. Play anytime from your smartphone and expand your knowledge. And right now, Trivia Star is offering you 2,500 coins and 500 gems when you download and play, which come in handy if you get stuck on hard questions. I've sure enjoyed the extra points and gems because sometimes you need them, and trust me, the last thing you want is to stop playing. Trivia Star has thousands of 5-star reviews in the App Store and is the #1 trivia game on iPhone. Download it today to test yourself with over 10,000 trivia questions. Just go to the Apple or Google Store and search for Trivia Star. Download Trivia Star for free and train your brain today.
If you've been struggling to fall asleep or stay asleep, try listening to a guided meditation tonight on the Sleep Meditation for Women podcast. Meditations are a natural, easy way to quiet your mind and relax your body. so you can get the sleep you need. Every night, Sleep Meditation for Women provides a new episode, from body relaxations to guided visualizations and even dedicated sleep sounds. Listen for free now by searching Sleep Meditation for Women on your favorite podcast player and begin sleeping better tonight.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I really appreciated that today's author Danielle mentioned that not everyone needs to remove gluten from their diets in order to have a healthy microbiome and reduce inflammation. In fact, some studies have found that those that remove gluten from their diets and have no gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, so basically they remove gluten voluntarily, tend to get less dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals in their diets. And when it comes to having a healthy microbiome, consuming enough dietary fiber each day, especially from whole grains, beans, fruits, and vegetables, seems to help the most. So try and get 25 to 35 grams of dietary fiber each day, whether or not you're avoiding gluten. So to put this in perspective, a half cup of cooked beans contain about 8 grams of dietary fiber. A whole grain slice of bread contains about 3 grams of dietary fiber. So just those two foods alone would get you close to 50% of your daily fiber goal. See, it doesn't take much to help support a healthy microbiome. All right, that'll do it for another edition of Optimal Health Daily. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for sharing this show with someone. And I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.